Every culture has their own green sauce. So when you go to Italy, you have salsa verde and pesto. If you go to South America, they've got the beautiful chimichurri. And if you go to North Africa, they do a charmoula. I adore charmoula and it goes really, really well with fish. So I'm going to make a classic charmoula and I'm going to put it with a fish. This is blue-eye cod here. I love this fish. And I'm going to be cooking the fish en papilote, which is a very fancy or French way of saying cooking the fish in a paper pouch. Let's get on to the charmoula first. 3 key spices in this. We've got some cumin, cayenne pepper and some sweet paprika, and I'm just going to blitz it all in my mini food processor. This just speeds up the process. Also some herbs, coriander. This is about a quarter of a bunch here. I'm using the leaves, the roots and the stems, the whole lot. As long as it's had a really good wash, it goes straight into our food processor here, along with some parsley. So these are the 2 herbs that I prefer to use. And again, popping it straight into there. Now I should also mention these spices have been lightly toasted. So just in a dry, clean pan on a medium heat, just toast it until it starts to become really fragrant. So in with the ground cumin, the smoked paprika, and just for a hint of spice, the cayenne. You can also use a long red chili here or a long green chili if you like. The zest of 1 lemon. Now fish loves lemon, so I want to give it the lemon zest, and then I'll also use about 1/3 of a cup of the juice. Perfect. And let's cut that in half. Squeeze that so we can catch all of the seeds. And I always like to add half of the lemon now, and I'm going to taste it halfway through. There's nothing worse than adding lots of lemon now and then you can't take it back afterwards if you've put too much. So put that to the side. And we need a good hit of garlic here and mince it straight into the bowl here. And last one. Lovely. Just tap that off. Also a good pinch of salt, a bit more there. And we're going to start emulsifying it with some good quality extra virgin olive oil. So the lid goes on. And now we can start adding the oil. So we want about half a cup in total. So I'm going to add about a quarter of it now, and I'll give that another blitz, and then we'll add the remaining oil. Okay, a little bit more. Looking pretty good. Lovely colour. Let's taste in case it needs a little bit of lemon. Oh, ooh, perfect. It does need just a little bit more lemon and a little bit more olive oil. And then we're right to go. Now that our sauce is done, we just have to make the fish parcel. If you've got guests coming over, this is a really theatrical way of presenting fish, because what you do is take the fish to the table and everyone can open their own little parcel, like it's a little surprise inside. So I like to start with 2 layers of glad bake here, and then about 180 grams of fish per person. This also works well with any other white fish, swordfish, snapper, mackerel, cutlets, rockling. I could go on and on. So let's cut a nice fillet off this here, and I'm just going to clean that bit up there. So you do want it to be all an even size, just like this fillet here. And we'll get our chermoula. I think I just like to say the word chermoula. And then we're going to add a dollop in the centre of the paper here. At this stage, you could add some fennel, finely sliced fennel, some spring onions if you like, maybe some carrot underneath, a nice fine julienne of carrot. The list is endless. I'm going to keep it really simple, and then you can be really creative at home. Let's get our perfect piece of fish that can go straight on top. Add a small pinch of salt to the fish, and I'm going to turn this around like this. We're going to add some more chermoula on the top. Perfect. And spread that over. And then we're going to fold it over. And then for the parcel, again, keeping it simple, just crimping around the sides like this. So we've got a half moon shape. And while you twist, it just ensures that there's no air that's going to get in there. So this fish is going to steam nicely in the oven. There you go, it's our little parcel. And these can be done ahead of time. You could do these in the morning if you've got guests coming at night. Take it out of the fridge, let it come to room temperature, and then cook them in the oven. Now this fish is going to cook at 190 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now this fish is going to cook really fast, so I want a condiment that's pretty fast, which is couscous. So just in a bowl, we need some boiling water with couscous. It's a really easy ratio to remember, 1 to 1. I only need half a cup. I like to add my flavourings to this now, so a little knob of butter and just a touch of lemon juice. I still have some left over here, so a pinch of salt. And we need our boiling water, so half a cup, perfectly measured out. Just give that a swirl, and we need this to steam, so with some Glad cling wrap, going to cover that, and we'll just let it sit there to steam for about 5 minutes. You know this is cooked when you get a big waft of the smell of garlic and that coriander there. This is just perfect. So let's have a look at this couscous. And just with a fork, just very gently scrape the surface of it so each individual grain separates. If you start mixing that quite fast, it's going to be clumpy, and you don't want clumpy couscous. And how I eat this at home is just get this parcel, place it into a bowl and open it up, and then just put the couscous inside and then eat it with all the juices there. Just nick the top and then be really careful because of the steam. Absolutely gorgeous. There's so many juices in there and it smells fantastic. You see how saucy that is? That fish is just perfectly cooked. Really, 15 minutes is the maximum you need. And just some fresh tomatoes go nicely too. So just 2 cherry tomatoes, and I can just garnish that in there in the sauce, and then a little bit of coriander. These flavours are fantastic. A super fast dinner idea that's got loads and loads of North African flavours.